Welcome to the must-see show in the 254. Welcome to
Boli 2!
It's been an exciting weekend for football lovers and football watchers. Manchester United versus Arsenal. What's going on in United? The second one is Chelsea's loss, surprisingly, against Nottingham Forest. The third, it's been a hat-trick weekend. Son, Erling Haaland and Ferguson. And the last one, in Manchester United's camp. What's going on in the Sancho situation? My name is Hajin Zibo and my partner is
David Ochieng.
We have a special guest in the building.
Michael Msembi, also known as Coaches.
Manchester United fan. Msembi, karibu sana.
Thank you.
It's nice to see you.
Nice to hear you. It's a pleasure.
Tunaanza na wewe.
Niliji contain.
Waligula.
Msembi is a lifelong United fan, a die-hard United fan. Msembi, your honest review against Arsenal's performance. What was going on in United?
Nilisikia ngumi papa. Ai. Kusikia ngumi. Sasa ndo nimeamka asubuhi lakini naenda tena kumtafuta nimuulize mbona alinipiga.
The problem with Manchester United is not the manager. How many managers have come and failed? Successful managers before. Jose Mourinho, Van Gaal. A lot of managers come. Even he tried the legend in terms of Ole Gunnar and they still failed. The problem is not about the managers. It's about how the clubs are being run.
So when you say the problem is how the club is being run, what do you mean by that?
In terms of, for example, I don't, as much as I like the signings Tenant has made, some of them have not been successful up to date. What do you think is that?
Which signings?
Anthony, for example, you spent almost 84 million pounds on him. When you spend 84 million pounds on a player, you cannot come and say give him time. No, we expect instant impact. Tuko na viwete mbili hapo mbele. Viwete mbili wanaitwa Martial na Anthony. Bure kabisa.
So we watched the game.
Offside this season. Some of the last 15 minutes
Congratulations for your win.
Well taken. Well taken.
Do you agree with some of the points about why Manchester is losing is because of Anthony na Martial?
Acha nikwambie. Manchester United fans wa Man U wanakuwa wanoma kuliko players wako nao. Always. Hata before kutana nao. Tuko na Martial hapo mbele. Tuko na Rashford hapo mbele.
Not me.
Oh, sijui nini. Oh, nana. Tumeambiwa nana wanaga.
Onana is a great keeper. He can come and stand at your midfield, by the way.
At least.
Better than Havertz on the ball. What about the offside goal? Was it offside in your opinion?
The offside goal.
Was it an offside?
Kuna kitu inaitwanga football IQ. Football IQ. Mpira si mpira tu, unaenda tu kupiga mpira ati ball si kucheza ball. Buda mtu alikuwa anakaa contortionist. Ball ilikaa Malionzo Msa akimbia jamaa alijikunja sijui alikaje.
Uongo. Hiyo ni uongo bwana.
Tutaka replay. Alijikunja. Arsenal deserved to win this game. This is what I get. Arsenal deserved to win this game.
Agreed.
The way we outplayed Man U in every level. They tried coming to the Emirates to play, which is very unusual. Man U wakikuja Emirates walikuwa wacheza counter attack. True or false? True. They tried playing this time, but facilities hawakuwa nazo. Anthony huko mazee, Nelsman kiwete. Oh jamaa
Kiwete.
Hey, bro.
3 goals against Hangi.
Jamani nipatie maji bwana.
3 goals against Manchester United. Flattering scoreline, unasema?
Flattering scoreline, what do you mean?
Well, to me, I think that was a generous scoreline for Arsenal to score 3 goals against United. Nevertheless, that they deserved to win that game. I think it was a bit punishing for United to
I beg to
lose.
disagree.
To lose 3-1. Yeah. So you beg to disagree.
Yes, Arsenal, in terms of bigger chances, they had the most chances because you can remember the one for Kai Havertz, the one he missed, Bukayo Saka, one-on-one he missed, he should have scored. So you cannot say the scoreline was very generous. Us, we only had 2 chances, the Rashford goal and the one which Martial missed.
Acha tu niseme ukweli. This is the first Man U fan nimeongea naye mwenye akona logic.
Surprising.
Man U fans mazee, hata tukiwashinda leo mtu alikuwa ashaanza kwa treble kwa wapi? Treble kwa
History FC.
Unashangaa, bro.
Manchester United does not have a specific style of play, and Manchester does not have a DNA. What do I mean by DNA? Yes. Man City style of play, Liverpool style of play. Those are outlined. You know, if you're facing Man City, this is what you expect from Man City. If you're facing Liverpool, this is what you expect from Liverpool. Manchester United mnacheza game moja ni boring counter attack, but that's not a style of play. Any team in the Premier League can play counter attack. So do you think Manchester United has a defined style of play?
As much as I love Ten Hag as a manager, but his recruitments, the only recruitment of Eric Ten Hag which I can support, I can say which has been a true success, is only Martinez. Lisandro Martinez is the only true success when it comes to helping Manchester United as a club. Eriksen, Bruno and Mason Mount are players whom their skill set are overlapping. What United needed was somebody like Ruben Neves, somebody who could control the tempo of the game. Every time the ball went to Casemiro, when he looked up for a partner, he couldn't find one. He couldn't find somebody to give the ball who would come through it. That's why there was a disconnect between our defense and our attack. That's why there are many back passes to Onana.
This season you've played against Tottenham, you've played against Arsenal, 2 London clubs. Do you think you'll finish above any of those 2 London clubs?
I think we'll finish above Tottenham, but I doubt Arsenal. In fact, an early prediction, Arsenal will win the league this season.
Si mimi nimesema.
From a Manchester United fan.
Win the league this season.
Man U fan.
What do you think about that?
Hata ni senior confidence.
Not yet.
Senior confidence bado. The thing is, when I watch Arsenal, I'm proud that Arteta is trying something different. But at the same time, there are these experiments that can prove costly in a game. When we played against Fulham, I wasn't really comfortable with how we set up as a team. I wasn't comfortable at all. But then, look at how, as much as we played with Kai Havertz in the team, the guy was invisible. He was the whole game.
Clueless.
But thing is, he went back to the system that propelled us last season. He went back to a back 4 that we were used to.
Anthony's best position is not a traditional number 9. Anthony is better in United if he plays in either of the wings.
Martial.
So yes, Martial. Oh yeah, it's called Martial. So Martial. So nyimkeka Martial number 9 mlimo isolate. One, Martial is not used to hold up play. Tumeshaona Rasmus akikuwa better in hold up play. Martial likes to link. Sawa. And your front 3 hamchezi football. Front 3 msa tuseme ni Martial, Rashford na Anthony. Yes. Hakuna I mean hawajajel Manu haijajel mpaka saizi. I think
if you ask me, they're very similar players, except one has a product.
What do you mean similar players?
They're very similar.
Because the problem with Martial, people say that you should play the wing, but if you ask him himself, he sees himself as a centre forward. That's the first major problem. One of the major flaws that cost Arsenal the title of the season is they became too predictable. Arsenal was too predictable. Now, what he's trying to do is trying to incorporate new ways of playing so that you can be as unpredictable as if you look at to adapt to different situations.
Well, there's a club in London which has spent £1 billion in signing players and has lost to a Forest. 1-0. Chelsea's lost to Nottingham Forest. What do you think about Chelsea's signing of young players?
There's no problem in signing young players. The main problem is how do you plan to integrate them into the team? Like Arsenal, they have signed too many players. How can you integrate? As Chelsea have signed a lot of players, you don't know who will start, who will be benched, who will be left in the reserve, because you can only carry 18 players for a match day. What about the rest? And that creates a toxic environment in in the dressing room.
But Nottingham ni wabaya.
Yes, Nottingham is a very
Nottingham
difficult team to play.
Ole msee, sie ndio tena aliasistio.
Tayo Iwoni.
Aoni.
Omunigi.
Omu Who the one with Tangula?
That guy is very strong.
Bro,
I've never seen somebody make Thiago Silva struggle like that.
let me ask you, a Chelsea fan. I know you're a big fan of Thiago Silva, but is his age starting to show?
No. Acha nikwambie. Me excuse age nasema I call it actually an excuse. And why I call it an excuse is that when people fail to do their jobs, then you put age as an excuse. And this is what I'm going to say. Look at players playing with Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva is playing with only one world-class player and 2 good players. The world-class player next to Thiago Silva for me is Raheem Sterling. The next 2 good players, one is injured, and one is Nkunku, and the last good player that Chelsea has.
Who?
Coaches will guess ndani.
Who?
Enzo Fernandez.
And Conor Taxima Jackson.
So Thiago ako 37 almost turning 38 na amekuwa na watoto wenye hawajui ball na not anytime soon wataenda kujua ball. Chelsea have just signed too many young players, zero quality. Zero quality. Chelsea imekuwa na historia kusign managers that have already won league titles. Conte, Jose Mourinho, Carlo Ancelotti, Tuchel, Gus. Pocha ametoka Tottenham. Amefanya nini Tottenham? Mmemleta
alifika finals Champions League.
Yes, there's a difference between a title winning manager na kufika finali. Amefika Champions League, it doesn't mean he won anything. Our players wote wa Chelsea as a club ni confused, but from the owner to the players. And it started with Todd Boli. I want Todd Boli out of our club as soon as possible. Ayuze go to Roman Abramovich.
Acha nikwambie kitu iko na Chelsea. The reason they brought Pochettino in is because Pochettino was doing the same. He was performing brilliantly with a lot of young players in the Tottenham Hotspur team.
Yes, correct.
Without Pochettino, tungejua Dele Alli ni nani?
Kyle Walker,
Danny Rose. Angalia group of players kama walikuwa wanatoa mtu alifanya asa akakuwa they were termed as almost world class. Yes. If he's given time anaweza ifanya Chelsea.
Yeah.
Chelsea were not used to struggling for multiple games to win.
Na manager kilalish Chelsea anainukaga tu. You know, you flop at Chelsea 5 games, 6 games, go home. Pochettino will not have a successful
which manager
in Chelsea.
Which manager is available now? We will bring out the best in the squad.
Yes. Tulikuwa na Nagelsmann. Chelsea ilishinda kuchukua Nagelsmann. Why? Because of the transfer policies, because of the negotiations in the boardroom, walishinda kuelewana na Nagelsmann. The next manager online, Luis Enrique, proven manager, proven top manager. Chelsea walishinda kuelewana na mkaleta nani? Msetaki.
The best question to ask you, if Pep Guardiola comes to Chelsea, will he manage to do anything with the current squad that is there?
Immediately. Have an instant impact.
What is immediate? How many games?
This season. Sasa tunashinda cup moja this season.
No. But look at, you know,
The problem is not the problem is not Chelsea losing, is how Chelsea is losing. We're totally destroyed. Chelsea can lose game after the
the game against Nottingham Forest, angalia hizo stats. Chelsea have almost had two shots on target the whole match against Nottingham Forest. Chelsea have 2 attempts on target.
Fans have to be patient. I think that one of the biggest problems in the Premier League with fans is you always compare yourself to Man City. You cannot compare yourself to that team.
Why?
If you ever compare yourself with Manchester City, you will never be satisfied. Let me tell you.
Talking about Manchester City, Erling Haaland, that guy can't stop scoring.
The Terminator.
I like words.
I like
words to describe.
You know what the problem is? This guy does this thing. It's so difficult. It's making it easy. Even when you see Erling Haaland scoring a trick, I was tookie.
You normal.
It's
can
normal.
score 5
It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Erling Haaland is a person who is tall, big, strong, fast, and he rarely uses those attributes to his advantage. He uses his brain.
By the way, acha nikudanganye. Vile nilikuwa nimeona De Bruyne ameumia, niko like kwisha. Like so hata hat-trick, maybe atafunga bao moja nini but hat-trick.
Fulham signed a new manager. They're performing well. Son scored a hat-trick also this weekend. What do you think the Tottenham manager is giving to Tottenham this season with the loss of Harry Kane?
The one thing I can congratulate Ange is one thing. He's allowing the players to play football. But Ange has given the players a platform and a plan to go and perform, and is making things as easy as possible for them.
Do you think Richarlison being benched in the Tottenham's new formation is helping them?
I think that's the best way to deal with a player like Richarlison. When you look at Richarlison, I mean, this is Brazil's number 9. The games he plays for Brazil and how I see him play at Tottenham, it's like two different animals playing.
Mm-hmm.
Son being pushed as a number 9 and bringing Mano Solomon to the left wing, it works for them at the moment because they're playing free-flowing football. Free-flowing football. Before this game, Son had no goal, by the way. No goals in the league. One game at number 9, he scored a hat-trick. Levels, mazee. Bro, Richarlison ni mtu mwenye unamshow, by then niko na options. Kama utaki kuperform, juu ameleta ego yake pitch. Amesema sijui, I'm in a bad mood, I can't play. Sijui. There's always this player anakatu complain kila saa. That's not what you mean.
One player who is not complaining is Ferguson. Brighton is winning week in, week out, 3-1 against Newcastle.
That's why I like this coach as known as Roberto De Zerbi. He puts the same thing with Ange. He puts players in a position to be successful. And I want to commend Brighton for the way that's how our club should be.
So how is Brighton run well?
They plan ahead. For example, they knew this season they were going to lose Moses Caicedo. They already signed a player that is known from Sweden. I've forgotten the name, and they have signed another one. But they always think ahead because now that the previous season that player has been learning Brighton's system. Now he's ready to sell. Gilmour was bought the season. He has been learning the system. That's why during this game, I can say, apart from Ferguson, he was man of the match. He bossed the midfield. He bossed the midfield. And that's a midfield which he was competing against Bruno Guimaraes and Sandro Tonali.
One thing is clear in Manchester United is that Erik ten Hag likes to call out players. Called up Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano said, no, it is not my fault that United is performing the way they're performing. The club in general is poor. Yesterday or 2 days ago, same comment about Sancho. Sancho is not training to the level that he expects as a manager.
Okay, one thing I can say is Manchester United, I can call Manchester United a graveyard for football talent. I cannot lie. Di Maria came to Manchester United, a fantastic player. He couldn't cut he wasn't cutting it at Man U. Falcao came to Manchester United, could not cut it at Manchester United. Who else? Sanchez went to Manchester from a red hot season at Arsenal, could not cut it at us. Romelu Lukaku was having a fantastic season at Everton, came to Man United. Paul Pogba, utasema ni msanii, but he was doing it in Italy.
Jadon Sancho amekuja. As in
the goat. Makagot amerudi.
Erik ten Hag, why do you keep on calling out players? Yes, you can. But I think the problem is the manager in Manchester United. No longer the players. Wait a minute. Because Ten Hag akiletwa Man U, the idea was that they want the Ajax philosophy of football. Ten Hag is a revolutionary manager. Ten Hag is a visionary manager. Alianza na vision yake game 2-3 za last season. Akanyorosha game ngapi? His first match and lose 4-0.
No, we lost to Brighton 2-1. And then Brentford after 4-0. The first 35 minutes I think we were 4-0 down.
4-0 down. Saizi Jadon Sancho ameambiwa he's not training to the level that he expects as a manager. Angalia game Manu matches against Arsenal. Is Manchester United training at all?
That one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it.
Manchester United will not sign players who complement each other. It's not. Sometimes you cannot only go for. That's why PSG. They have never been successful. They have signed all the best players. They are the best front three in terms of raw talent in the history of the world. Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe. But they do not complement each other.
As we conclude this program for today, what position do you think Manchester United is finishing this season?
4th.
5th.
Chelsea?
7th.
Chelsea. I don't know. I as much as you've lost faith in Pochettino. I still have a bit of tiny hope that there's just something he'll turn around at Chelsea. So I'm saying maybe 5th or 6th. I didn't say 6th.
Do you still feel Aston Villa is the team to watch this season? Like you predicted it at the start of the season?
Hey, I think the only prediction I got right tangu tuanze show by then ya kupiga Man U 3-1. That's the only prediction nilipata right tangu tuanze show. So, I don't know. It's just 4 games in, bro. It's just 4 games in. As in, people will say the table is starting to shape up and blah blah blah.
I agree.
But
the table is shaping up well.
The table may be shaping, but bro, Leicester, kuna hii season Leicester walikuwa number 2 ama sijui number 3.
Yes.
The whole season mpaka the last 10 games collapsed completely. West Ham pia there was a time they were doing very well. Kidogo collapsed.
So too early for you.
Too early. This one is early. And going back to Chelsea, I think the first half of the season will be struggling. You remember Pochettino, in terms of the managers, he had the hardest job because he has a lot of players he needs to figure out. Yes. 2, injuries are not helping him. Apart from Manchester United, no team has a longer injury list than Chelsea.
Only time will tell, but time has over and over again has told us about Chelsea Football Club.
No, but
Chelsea, which player in Chelsea Football Club history needed time to perform? And when he was given time, he became world class.
So not necessarily in the back in time. Chelsea, mko spoiled. Chelsea is a spoiled team. It is a spoiled team. As in, ni mmezoea hii design yenyewe. Tunataka hii na lazima tuipate hapo na hapo. Mmefika time mmeshikwa na kizinga mkuti ndio hiyo. Mnataka kulinch managers wote, ona wenyu, stadium mnataka kuchoma.
Maandamano. Final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Mimi naenda kuongeza my Boli 2 man of the week. My Boli 2 man of the week. Unajua ni nani? Contortionist Gabriel Magalhaes. Contortionist. That is my man of the week. If you ask me, he won Arsenal that game. First, it's the decision to shift his body position to keep Garnacho offside. Then the goal Declan Rice scored. Eno angalia mtu alipin Johnny Evans. Declan Rice alikuwa na 50 years to think of where he wants to shoot that ball.
Yes, and the deflection helped.
Deflection ilisaidia lakini nani ujali. Ukiona scoreline itaandikwa deflection.
Coaches, what's your Boli of the week?
Boli 2
man of the match. Man of the week.
Even Ferguson. It was fantastic.
Well, for me, it's going to be a surprising pick. I choose Jordan Pickford. Yes, Jordan Pickford, Everton goalkeeper. Saved them a point against Brentford. That's my Boli 2 man of the week.
Should he still be England's number 1?
Who better?
May I go for Ramsdale?
Aaron Ramsdale. Should Ten Hag deal with Sancho the same way Arteta is dealing with Havertz?
In regards to what?
Giving him, like, putting faith in him. Yeah, hoping that he will get his form back.
Yes, he should put faith in him, because if yes, he should put faith in him, but also Sancho should know that the way he approached it is wrong, because as much maybe as maybe Ten Hag let him down when he was suffering depression and going through difficult times, it was Ten Hag who supported him from all the media questions, and I think they can all reach a compromise.
Akum Sembi, Manchester United fan. Thank you for coming to Boli 2.
Thank you for the opportunity.
All right.
And I enjoyed it very much.
Before we leave, once again, I will want to say a big thank you to the people who've been supporting us, to the people who've given us a reason to be doing this every single week. We're excited about it, and we hope you're excited as well. Please, like, share, and subscribe our content. And we hope you enjoy our content. We'll be giving you content each and every week. Every Thursday. Boli 2 itakuwa nani. Well, that's the end of the video. Till next Thursday. Tupatane tena. My name is David Ocheng.
And my name is Hajin Zibo. Thank you for watching.
Kabisa.